When the mama sang us to sleep, but now what's to stop?
Hi there guys, it's Livyboy2603 here and welcome to a video 42 facts about Scottish football. Basically in this video I'm going to run down every team in the top 4 leagues of Scottish football and read out one fact about them. This is going to be done in alphabetical order, let's get right into it. Aberdeen were the first club to have dugouts introduced by Donald Coleman. He invented them so he could see his players' footwork and to protect his notes from getting wet. After Aberdeen played Everton took the idea down south to England. Airdrieonians have benefited 3 times from other clubs' off-field problems, whether that means they survived when they should have got relegated, or they got promotion despite not winning the playoff. Airdrieonians have survived 3 times of other teams going into administration. After Third Lanark were liquidated from the league, Albion Rovers bought their floodlights from Cathkin Park in 1968. They were used up until 1997, where they bought floodlights from Cardiff Arms Park. John Hepburn is Alloa Athletic's most capped player despite only having 1 cap after a Scotland vs Wales match in 1891. In November 2006, Annan beat Preston Athletic 3-1 in the Scottish qualifying South Region Cup. But as a new system had been introduced to enter the Scottish Cup, that trophy is still in Annan's trophy cabinet to this very day. Arbroath Stadium Gayfield is closer to the sea than any other stadium in Europe. Ayr United were the last team Sir Alex Ferguson played for before retiring in 1974 to start his managerial career at East Stirlingshire. Eric Tate has the most appearances for Berwick Rangers, having a span of 19 years between 1969 and 1988. In that time, he is also the club's top goal scorer with 115 goals. Current Northern Ireland manager Michael O'Neill started his manager career at Brecon in 2006. On April 15, 1916, Celtic had to play 2 matches in one day. They won the first match 6-0 against Raith Rovers and they won the second match 3-1 against Motherwell. Joe Dodds did score in both their matches, so he is the only player to score 2 games in one day in Scottish football. Clyde's matchday programme, the Clyde View, won Programme of the Year from 1995 to 2007. That's a long winning streak. Cowden Beef are the oldest surviving senior team in Fife, having been formed in 1881. The very first Scottish top flight title was shared between Dumbarton and Rangers after the 2 teams couldn't be separated after a playoff. Dundee won the Scottish football title in 1962 for the first time before reaching the European Cup semi-finals the following season. Dundee United have knocked Barcelona out European Cups on 2 different occasions and have a 100% record against the Spanish Giants. Charlie Dixon is Dunfermline's all-time top goal scorer with 215 goals. That includes 11 hat-tricks, 2 of which came in 1 game against St Mirren in December 1961. In 1938, East Fife won the Scottish Cup against Kilmarnock. They remain to be the only team out with the top flight to win it up until Hibs' victory in 2016 against Rangers. Edinburgh City were the first team promoted to League 2 via the SPFL's new pyramid system. In 2012, Elgin City had their best season since joining the SPFL after finishing 4th in League 2. In 1922, Falkirk set the highest transfer bid ever by buying Sid Puddlesworth of West Ham for £5,000. Despite Forfar Stadium being called Station Park, there hasn't been a train station in Forfar since 1968. Greenock Morton's best ever transfer sale was when Leeds United bought Derek Lilly for £500,000. Hamilton Academical are the only British football team to have came from a school team, hence why the name Hamilton Academical. Heart of Midlothian's highest ever win was 21-0 against Anchor in the Edinburgh FA Cup of 1880. In 1977, Hibernian were the first Scottish team to have sponsors on their shirt. Inverness Caledonian Thistle's Barry Wilson scored the last goal of the millennium on the 27th of December 1999 against Clydebank and the first goal of the new millennium on the 3rd of January 2000 against Livingston. Kilmarnock's record transfer sale was £1.9 million from Rangers for Stephen Naismith. On the 27th of April 2010, Keegan Jacobs and his 3 triplet brothers, Sheldon, Devon and Kyle Jacobs, were all in the field for Livingston against Albion Rovers in a 3rd Division match. This is believed to be the only occasion in footballing history where 4 brothers have been on the field at the same time playing for the same team. That night there was also a rarity as all 4 of them got men of the match, which has never happened anywhere else in football. Montrose's highest ever defeat was on the 17th of March 1951 where they lost 13-0 to Aberdeen. Motherwell's highest ever home victory was a 12-1 victory over Dundee United in the league in 1954. In 1881, Partick Thistle suffered their highest ever defeat in the Scottish Cup, which was a 10-0 defeat to Queen's Park. The closest train station to Peterhead Stadium is in Dice in Aberdeen, which is roughly 32 miles away from the stadium, making it the furthest stadium away from a train station in the UK. On the road to the 2008 Scottish Cup final, Queen of the South defender Ryan McCann scored an 84-yard screamer. Now, the Dundee keeper was up attacking to try and make it 1-1, but that goal made it 2-0, which seen Queen of the South nicely through to the semi-final. Queen's Park are the third most successful team in the Scottish Cup. They have won the Cup 10 times out of 12 finals, although their last Cup win was in 1893 and their last final was in 1900. Raith Rovers' highest ever transfer sale was £900,000 for Brian McCann after Bolton Wanderers made that ambitious bid. En road to winning the European Cup Winners' Cup in 1972, Rangers were eliminated by Sporting Lisbon on penalties. It wasn't until after the match that the away goals rule was reinstated, and Rangers were reinstated in the competition, thereby getting Torino in the next round. William D. Herd scored Ross County's first league goal against Cowden Beef in 1994. St Johnstone were formed in 1884 by members of a local cricket team looking to do something while the cricket season was over. St Mirren were the first Scottish team to have a female physio. On November 7th, 1951, Stenhousemuir played Hibs, which was the first Scottish match played under floodlights. In the club history of Stirling Albion, they have been relegated a whopping 14 times. Stranraer hold the record for sponsorship deal, having the company Stena Line on the front of their home jersey for the past 29 seasons. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's one of those videos I don't normally do, but I thought you guys might enjoy it. So guys, what I want you to do is I want you to comment down below what team you support, and if you have any interesting facts about Scottish football that I missed or did not cover in this video, be sure to comment them down below. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to leave a like, and if you're new to this channel, it's the first time you've watched my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.